G'day everyone, I am BlueBlaze, and with Sonic Frontiers having its release getting closer, I think it may be fun to switch gears from some of the Halo stuff and have a look at another one of my favourite video game franchises. Sonic Generations is a 2011 game made to commemorate Sonic's 20th anniversary by bringing back old stages from previous games and revamping them to fit with the two gameplay styles whilst upgrading their visuals. Whilst I believe I, and many others, love this game, I believe I feel there are some things that feel wrong to myself in Sonic Generations. I feel I may get the main one out of the way first. I personally feel Sonic Generations' story feels quite lacking for myself personally. I believe much spent watching characters standing and talking rather than continuing their mission. I believe I find it interesting how the rival battle characters did not have any dialogue before or after their battles. I feel I may have personally would have liked some more dialogue references to previous games as well, in my opinion.
You weren't kidding when you said soon.
The game's story leads on to how short the game feels overall. I believe I personally feel having another set of levels may have given the game a good length. However, as it is now, I feel I can finish it all quite quickly. With classic Sonic present in the game with his 2D style, I personally feel modern Sonic stages required little to no 2D at all. Personally, I feel I am a large fan of 3D Sonic, however I feel I quite enjoy 2D as well, and would like if this game were mostly 3D on modern Sonic's side and 2D on classic Sonic's side. However, I feel this game may be classed as a 2D game with 3D elements, as modern Sonic stages appear to be filled with 2D segments. I feel this is quite heavily prevalent in Planet Wisp. Whilst I feel I quite enjoy the aesthetic and music for this stage, I feel trying to play it out feels as if it is somewhat too much for me personally, mostly in the factory area. I feel a fair amount of it is in 2D, however with quite slow platforming that includes obstacles and mechanics that, in my opinion, feel as if they slow the pace of the level down a fair amount. Whilst I feel the Wisps returning for this stage is quite interesting, I feel only having two of them and using them for slower sections personally makes it feel as if it is like more of a requirement rather than a fun gimmick for myself to use. The final boss of the game, for myself at the very least, feels, whilst not very difficult, quite tricky to battle is probably the best way I can put it. Controlling Sonic and boosting yourself up to him seems to be quite finicky for myself personally. I feel I am still unsure how to use classic Sonic's side after roughly 9 years of playing it, and I feel the objects that fly towards you sometimes feel as if they appear out of nowhere personally. I feel I may also might not be the biggest fan of the music? I don't know, yeah, anyway. Something that I feel I quite enjoyed in previous Sonic games was the ability to jump between the many walls the player felt were fit to jump from. Whilst the wall jump ability returns in Generations, I personally feel I am not the biggest fan of how it can only be utilised on specific walls rather than most personally. I believe I feel the same way about the Lightspeed Dash only having specific sections as opposed to using any ring that you can find throughout the stage. Something I feel that differs quite a fair amount between Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Generations is the difficulty of the levels. In Sonic Unleashed, trying to obtain an S rank is quite difficult. I feel the player must spend a fair amount of time replaying the levels and fine-tuning their run. However, in Generations, I feel it may be quite possible to obtain an S rank in some stages on the first try if the player had been through some previous games. I believe Sonic Forces appears to have followed this trend as well, and I personally hope it is a bit more difficult to finish the Cyberverse stages in Frontiers when it releases. If anyone was unaware, if the player has Sonic in the collection room and holds the select button on the controller, Sonic will then fall into a statue room. To begin with, this room is empty, and if the player enters specific codes, statues may appear. Something I feel I find quite strange is the inability to unlock the statues or their codes throughout the game, instead of having to find the codes online. I feel this could have been another nice incentive to replay the game personally. However, I believe I quite like the fact that the room is hidden as well. Therefore, I don't know, maybe putting both together might work. Anyway. Something I believe I found interesting on the character designer's part was changing the colour of classic Sonic to be what appears to be a lighter shade of blue. I believe I feel this may have been done to further separate the two Sonics. However, I believe looking back at the original classic Sonic games, he seemed to be a darker blue, similar to modern Sonic in the game. Therefore I'm unsure why they changed him like this. Okie dokie, that has been my list of things that feel wrong to myself in Sonic Generations. I am unsure what game I am covering next in this series, maybe another Sonic game, maybe another Halo game, or maybe even something new. However, for now, I believe that is all from me, and I quite hope everyone enjoyed the video. Cheers everyone! Sonic Generations is a tour further. Something I believe I found interesting on the character designer's part was changing the colour of classic Sonic to be what appears. Something I believe I found interesting on the character designer's part was changing the colour of classic Sonic to be what. I can't say this. However, I believe looking back, Okie dokie, that has been my list of things that I feel wrong.